Queens, how are you all today? I'm your own BFF Dr. Shivangi, and today we are going to talk something really very interesting and important to each one of my queens. In the past few days, many of you sent me messages and problems, which I try my level best to reply to personally. Now, in those problems, I had that one factor which led me make this video today, and that one factor is mental block. Now, in the last video, we had been talking about Queen being a discoverer of her own kingdom, that she is first what she has to be, and then she later on expects what she have to have. That means first you have to invest in yourselves. Then you can ask for something from outside. Likewise, the first step for this technique was Queen being an ardent giver of thoughts, which we have already discussed in our last video. Today, to solve the problems of blocks in your emotional lives, in your financial lives, in your physical lives. These blocks are sorted out by the second step of Queen discovering her own kingdom. And that step is that you have to give away thoughts of selfish motives to accept selfless cause in your life. I repeat, you have to give away, being a queen, thoughts of selfish motives, of materialistic desires, to accept a selfless cause in your life. And every and each kind of block is sorted out, is removed on its own. Now, one of my queens, she sent me a message saying that she had she had invested thoughts, emotions, and physically also she invested in her relationship with her fiancé, as well as with her best friend. But towards the negative aspect, her fiancé and her best friend both betrayed her in her life. And hence, she actually has developed the paradigm of having unsuccessful relationships thereon. Now, here she asked me that as you say that Queen is an ardent giver, a giver of good thoughts, then I also delivered my good thoughts into the relationships, but I received something really bad. Here I would like to tell you that however tough it is to understand, but we actually attract all these circumstances, whether good or bad in our lives. Nothing happens by chance, nothing at all. And how do you know what you're expecting? We know by our feelings. If any day you're feeling anxious, you're feeling uncomfortable, your heartbeats are not settled, your breathing rate, your breath is not peaceful, that means there is some hint of negative thought which you're giving away to the universe. And it is very important to get to the root cause of that thought. What is that thought which is sticking in your mind, which is not making you feel good? Feel is the word here. So try and contemplate your feelings every single moment of the day. It's very tough. It's a constant, persistent exercise. Like a muscle, you have to develop your own nerve endings, your own neurons, your own brain cells to develop this exercise of what am I feeling right now at this moment? And then you will get to know what kind of thoughts are you actually delivering. Make sure you are feeling peaceful and happy every single moment. And if there is some thought which in spite of all the efforts, you're not able to dissipate it off, then you should get back to something which will actually turn up or transform your direction from that negative thought to something really peaceful, positive, and happy. Maybe your old photo book, maybe your music, your favorite song being played, maybe talking to some good friend, to a good relative. There are many things, there are numerous things which can actually divert you from that thought. And now, how to accept a cause which is selfless is, I'll give you an example pertaining to this also. When I entered into this pageantry field, as soon as I entered and I started gaining success, like 95% of average believers, I started focusing upon how should I gather more wealth through it? How should I maintain my constant fame on digital media, on print media, which made me really desperate. And this feeling of desperation is actually causing you that mental, emotional, financial, or physical block. When we forget to take a few steps backwards, to recuperate on our feelings, to contemplate our own state of mind, to actually jump 10 steps ahead during our second bang of ambition, then this block thing comes into existence. When we forget to slow down and to focus on something which is for universal good, which is for the wellness of the cosmos, then we develop these blocks in life. When we start focusing only and only on ourselves, on our children, on our family, on our bank balance, on our fame, on our daily newspaper appearances, on our children's school fees, on our house, on our cars, how to gather these materials to us, how to bring them, just how to gather them all, how to pile them up, then we develop these mental blocks. When we focus only and only on our competition with our fellow women, why she is gathering more Facebook likes? How can I beat her on gathering more Facebook likes, on more Facebook shares? How can I beat her on Insta? How dare she wear something better than I am wearing today? When we start being judgmental about people, then we develop these mental blocks. And the only way to get rid of all the negative feelings which I have mentioned in the past 1 minute is to focus on something which is highly selfless, which is only for universal good, and which is for the benefit of the cosmos as a whole. Find that cause in your life. Money, resources, powerful contacts, resourceful people, they are not your ambition. They are never your destination. Your destination is something more powerful. It's way beyond these means of getting to the destination. They are just the means. Never make them the destination. Never make your ambition that I want 1 crore in my bank balance. That's my ambition for this year. No. When you'll make an ambition higher than this material will start following you automatically. That's the beauty. When I discovered this art of giving, when I discovered my cause of spreading this knowledge selflessly without any motives of gathering money, of fame, of anything else in life, I found my real peace. That's how my happiness came. And that's how your happiness came. And that's how your happiness, your blocks will just shatter. I promise you. I'll give you one last example. One of my students, she's 45. By the age of 45, dragging on her life, just paying full attention to her family, her kids, just focusing on herself as well as her family. She was really impatient. She was drastically depressed. And she came to me, what to do, Dr. Shivangi? How should I take off this block? My business is no more successful. My family life is all bored up. I really don't know. I have lost my efficiency in each and every field of life. How to get back my efficiency? How to get rid of this boring feeling? I told her to find her cause. And she very soon found it. She started uplifting the rural women by helping them develop their skills, find their hidden potentials, and actually make up their livelihood. And she very soon discovered that as she was investing in this cause larger than life, her business grew up on the other hand. The universe started paying her many-folded so that out of this many-fold payment, she could invest more and more in her cause, greater than her own life. Likewise, her family life also grew. Likewise, her business grew as the cause grew. So, my queens, this is my desire that each of you, each one of you, please live a life of a cause greater than life, greater than any selfish material desire. And that day, when you discover that cause, you'll see that you have found your real happiness, that you've got rid of every block larger than yourselves, and you'll soon see yourselves as a success story. Keep writing into me, keep sharing your problems, your blocks with me, and I love to solve them through my videos. Keep guiding me, my queens. I love you all. Have a great day.